What's going on, everybody? Dr. Rich Gamer Guys here, back for some more Starfield action, and got a little bit of catching up to do. So I've continued to do some just side mission grind, getting a handful of things done, working on getting some upgrades to the ship. I feel like we've done a lot. I've also started to get some just familiarity with establishing an outpost. I finally did go to my house as well and spent some time doing some building and a little bit of crafting there. And along the way, we have leveled up. So we're currently level 22. I have not completed yet in our playthrough the old neighborhood, which is literally like the second main mission. So we are jumping back into that. I'm going to play through some of that as well, see what kind of our side adventures go and bring to us. But to kind of wrap up and bring everybody back full circuit into where we're at, that's kind of a very fast update. Now, again, we've done a lot of things. We've certainly progressed. We've picked up some additional weapons and working on some additional skills. I am really enjoying the ship customization. I will hopefully show that here in the near future. But we can almost pilot the top class C ships, and when we get to that point, we're going to spend a lot of credits and we're going to spend a lot of time working on that and building ourselves up a ship. So we have just jumped into Venus. We have or Neptune. I think it was Neptune. Yeah, Neptune. It's in the corner. We just jumped in Neptune, and we just saw a floating ship out in space, and now they are starting to attack us. So we will continue on with the old neighborhood, and we will, as the mission says, evade fire.
If you stop shooting at us, we'd be more than happy to respond.
Works. Hijacked my ship. Might find a couple of them, but they've locked me down. Really could use an assist.
We blow that ship out of the stars, he's dead and our artifact's gone. We're going to target the engines. Once they spawn out, we'll have our chance.
All right, well, that sort of hurt him, I guess.
That's it. Start the docking routine. Come on. Let's go rescue that Vanguard.
Let's go get him. Space combat I have been very much enjoying, especially with our ship upgrades and those things that we've been able to do. And getting the house and getting some things established. What did I just do? I just undocked for no reason. Was also super helpful, I feel like. Oops. We've finally been able to kind of manage some space. I also have a ton of storage capacity on our new ship here with some of the upgrades that we were able to do, which is also just a immense upgrade for ourselves. If you're kind of playing through or just getting started on a playthrough, if you can kind of sprint to that, since you spend a lot of time in your ship or moving back and forth from your ship having a big cargo hold is a huge advantage. Feel like let's get some close range here. Anything worthwhile in here for me, bud? Board games. Thanks for the stuff. Take some food. I do also have been enjoying some of the research, being able to get some of our skills researched up. I look forward to just continuing to progress, but we need to get...
It's absolutely freezing here. Recommend extended exposure without this.
Should have reloaded. Fortunately, these low-level guys don't really stand a chance. Like I got owned. Am I on fire? That's not cool. That guy lit me on fire. Oh man. How we doing?
Am I glad to meet whoever you two are? Looks like we're all in one piece. Any day you walk away from, right? What? You guys still exist? Man, I've only heard stories.
We've heard stories too, about a strange object you found on patrol.
So, you know what that thing is. I tried to hawk it in Sidonia, and the guy thought I was peddling phony titanium.
It doesn't play nice with scanners. It'd be worthless to someone trying to flip rare minerals quickly.
So you're saying I shouldn't be using it as a hood ornament? Hey, I'll trade some weird space rock for a rescue anytime. Hope you figure out whatever that thing is.
Let's grab the artifact.
It's just like hanging out.
Good work. Let's get back to the lodge.
To the lodge we go.
When you have a moment.
And here we go. We also did accidentally try to smuggle some contraband. I did not realize that it was in my not in my secured hold, and so I got caught with it. So that did take us on to a unique side mission that we have not completed. It'll be interesting to share some of that, but we're essentially we're essentially into the Crimson Fleet, and it's been pretty unique, the start of it here. We got through kind of like the first stage of it. We're basically giving information back and forth. It's been pretty fun. It's also one of the best vendor locations.
So I can pick up some ammo.
Interestingly enough. Let's see what they have to say about the second piece here. We lost Sarah finally.
We have it.
It fits. Energy spiked a bit, but it's restabilized.
Is there anything new showing up?
No, it's the same as before. There's a massive output as the artifact is added, then it harmonizes. Like it's waiting for the others.
That's speculation, but I think you're right. We need more. Here. You've earned this. Welcome to Constellation. As a full member this time.
Ooh, spacesuit and helmet. I'm 22 levels
We're
in
going
and
to do
finally
great
a
things
true
together.
member of
us.
Constellation.
By the way, how would you like to keep traveling together? I'm not sitting behind my desk for this. These artifacts are a new chapter for Constellation, and I'm going to be out there for it. And I want you out there as well. You got results. I need someone like you watching my back. So that's what it feels like. This is 20 years of karma coming back to me. Fine. But I'm not wasting you. let's talk about more artifacts. First, there's an expedition that Samco has been putting together. It's in Freestar Collective Space, and he knows it inside and out. There's also the Eye, our star station in orbit. About time for you to meet Vladimir. He's been hard at work tracking down more anomalies. And last but not least, Noel. Have we heard anything from Barrett yet?
A courier from Argos Extractors came by to let us know they're packing up the operation on Vectera. But that's it, no other word.
That's not good. We should get over there and check on Barrett in person. Bring me anything useful?
Did you bring me anything useful? No. What is this right here? I'm gonna take these though. Thanks.
Oh, that's right. He wasn't here when you first showed up. He should be back by now. I'll let him handle the introductions. If I steal his thunder, I'll never hear the end of it. His mind is always somewhere, but there's no arguing his knack for being in the right place at the wrong time. Oh, too bad he couldn't see the artifacts coming together. But knowing him, he'll be so excited when he gets a look, it won't occur to him that he's missed anything. We maintain a star station in orbit above us. It's where we do all our deep space scanning. Vladimir runs the station. Brilliant astronomer. Years of practical experience. It's all important, but if you want a direction, I'd grab Barrett first. He's not just an old friend. He's been all over the settled systems. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
I cannot wait to meet him. It's been ages since Constellation has had someone new.
And you must be the latest poor fool to get dragged into our dysfunctional little family.
Of course there's a space cowboy.
Whoa. I know a few dark sides of the Aquila Moons, but if you're looking for deep history lessons, well, I'm gonna fall asleep before you do.
Trust me. Don't encourage him. Kuriko, by the way. Hi, hi. Nice to meet anyone brave enough to fly the frontier.
Hey, don't spook our new friend. Frontier's a fine ship. Honest. Now, let's talk business. Sarah tell you about the expedition? Sure enough, that's where we're heading. The three of us are heading to Aquila, first settled planet of the Freestar Collective, and, not coincidentally, the home of their capital, Aquila City. We'll land in the city's spaceports, but the frontier's our goal. It's rough country. Spawned a lot of stories. And I got a lead on a tale that makes me think one thing. Artifact. Okay,
Let's get to it.
we'll meet you on board your ship. Talk more when we get there. Once we land on Aquila, it's gonna be you and me. So if you want to do any freewheeling before then, Cora and I will just be riding passenger.
Sounds good.
Lately, I find myself spending more and more time.
I think I need to go back, maybe sell some things, but we could probably do that in Aquila City. Let's just get to it. Well, so much for that, I guess. Maybe we drop some supplies. So this has been a huge benefit here. We had been taking stuff up to our, basically our bedroom here in the lodge, but there's an infinite container right here. This has been a great way to drop off some items, some resources. Get rid of a handful of things that we don't need. I believe we have any weapons necessarily that we want to hang on to. We have a few extras. Got some Grendels. Some Ripshank. What does this do? We've also worked up our weapon skill to be able to add level 1 modifications, which has been really nice. So we're getting some sights, some barrels, some grips, some magazines, a handful of things, which has been really, really good. And I'm looking towards trying to get that to level 2. I will always take ammo. They're gonna just leave it lying around for me. But again, this has been super helpful because it has all of our workbenches here. In addition, it has a research lab, which we've been able to make some nice progress in. Again, we have gotten through level 2 of a lot of these mods, giving us some good options. And just need to work on some skills. Weapon engineering level 2 and level 3 to be able to do the rest. I guess we'll go and sell. We're not super over encumbered, which is good. I think the hardest balance for me has been learning what, not necessarily what weapons to take, because I do think there are a lot of really viable weapons in a lot of instances. At the same time, though, just trying to slim that selection of weapons down. So I've settled on basically just having a weapon in each inventory slot. And I'm honestly thinking about moving a little bit away from that, just because we do still get over encumbered quite a bit. I think again, one of my just not necessarily main complaints, but I would like to see these vendors having more money, especially this one. This is kind of a main
If it
vendor
belongs on
here
your
for
ship,
us.
then... Oh, please, take a look.
I will. All right, so got those, this, and that. These spacesuits are really cool. They're also very expensive. We need to keep the Constellation one. I kind of wish I would have dropped that off. And then aid. Food has been another thing that has really kind of bogged us down a bit, just in terms of space and weight capacity specifically.
Thanks for coming in.
You're welcome. Get away from me. Well, I should be able to fast travel now.
Welcome to the Freestar Collective. Please maintain your current course while we scan your ship. You're good to go. Have a nice time in Aquila.
Hello, Vasco.
All right, we're here. You ready? Because once we get started, I'm gonna be riding your tail till this is over. There's something you should know up front. I'm a Co. As in Solomon Co., first man on Aquila. That tale I mentioned before, the one I think is connected to an artifact, it's something of a family legend. After planetfall, Solomon spent years mapping Aquila, and he found a tiny little patch of nothing on his sensors. The kind of nothing an artifact produces. He called it the Empty Nest. Said it was a place even the wildlife of Aquila wouldn't go. Solomon's maps are locked up tight in the local gal bank. We'll be heading there.
Sounds like a plan. Some ship services. I wonder what these guys.
That's not a problem. And your spring. Anything I can help you with? Okay, no problem.
This is our ship. Pretty freaking dope. We had some extra lasers. Some extra laser beams. See if we got any upgrades here. These are missiles. No. Does not appear to be so. Actually, should see if there's any engine upgrades. Oh. Santa drive, but I would bet that the drive is not better.
Can I get an invoice?
Yeah, I don't know. You can get an invoice. Talk to that guy.
Hold it. By order of Marshal Daniel Blake, I need to inform you we've got some trouble at Gal Bank. Folks might be in danger, so you may want to steer clear.
Never a dull moment around here.
I know you. You're Sam Coe. Marshal will be damn glad to have another Freestar Ranger helping out.
Afraid your information is a couple years out of date.
I guess that'd be the Marshal's call. Frankly, it ain't going well. Looks to be a stalemate.
We can help
A little
break that.
outside help would do some good.
Well, I doubt those robbers are gonna let us leisurely peruse the Gal Bank vault. We better see if we can help move the situation along.
Security around here is
You planning to tell me your demands at some point?
You find someone we can trust, and maybe we will.
Like who?
Not you, not one of your rangers, and not these city guards neither.
How am I supposed to do with that?
You need to stand
Look
back
at me.
now.
Right in time.
I don't mean to be rude, but I don't know you. Now please, stand back.
Aquila City at its finest, I see. Never a dull moment.
Well, I'll be damned. Sam Coe. Been a long time. I won't hold my breath about you being here to take the badge again. Listen, Sam, just so you know, I don't blame you for how it went down. For the others, though, you might get a different reception.
Thanks. I appreciate you saying so. But I figure some of that reception is owed. Still, I appreciate the sentiment, Marshal. It seems you got a situation. My friend here may be the answer you're looking for.
All right, Sam. I'll trust your judgment on this one. Some folks from the Shaw gang tried to rob the place, but they got spotted by a guard. They took everyone inside hostage, and now they're keeping a watch so we can't move against them. They're using the intercom to communicate. They won't talk to me. Say they don't trust the badge. They want a neutral negotiator. In other words, they didn't have a plan for this, so they're stalling while they come up with one. All right, I'm willing to allow that. But a few things first. Say what you have to, but whatever they ask for, there's no way in hell I'm giving it to them. Also,
Good man.
there are lives at stake, so don't get cavalier. Find out what they want, and then report back to me.
Take it slow and steady. Look for every opportunity to de-escalate. You got this.
Hey, you in the bank. I'm sending in a negotiator, so don't shoot.
Can I just kill these guys?
Hey, don't try nothing. You're the negotiator, huh? You think you're just gonna walk up here and get us to surrender? You're dead wrong.
Okay.
It's Jed. Jed Bullock.
Hey, Jed.
Well, ain't you polite? So tell me, stranger, how do I know you're gonna deal straight with us? I don't know you, so why should your word mean anything to me? I'm so ready to get out of here. I see what you mean.
Problem is, this isn't gonna pass the persuasion
We've been in
test.
worse scrapes than this. We can handle being stuck in a bank. Nothing you say is gonna change my mind, so let's just move on.
We only have it at level 1, so
Got a real attitude problem, don't you? Well, you better listen up. We want to guarantee a safe passage to the spaceport and a ship. We'll drop the hostages off somewhere safe in the system. After that, we'll radio back where they are, and the Marshal and his crew can come and get them. But if anybody follows us when we break orbit, we start shooting people. Got it? What, you think we want to stay locked up in here? Hell no! Then persuade the Marshal that it ain't. This whole damn job's gone wrong. It was supposed to be just a quick hit. Clean and simple, you know? So let's all try to keep our heads, yeah? Because my guys, they're going crazy in here. I don't know how much longer we can last. What do you mean? Damn it. I didn't think of it that way. Part of me just wants to be rid of these people. But we need them right where they are. Yeah. I don't think any of us is ready to die here. Yeah. That would be a lot worse.
I used my auto there.
Hurt. So maybe the judge won't come down too hard on us. Yeah. I think this has gone on long enough. You go tell the Marshal we'll come quietly.
You'd make a decent ranger with the way you handled that.
Yeah, thanks. How did you tell me that from all the way over here?
Shaw gang, what's the word? Well, I'll be a son of an Ashta.
I don't know what that is.
How'd you pull that off? Considering those are Shaw's people, that's damn near a miracle. Here, you've more than earned this. You got us out of a tough spot, and you did it with courage that's not common. As a matter of fact, you might just be Freestar Ranger material. If you're interested, head on over to the Rock and ask for Emma Wilcox. She handles the new recruits.
Cool.
All right. Now that lives aren't on the line, let's get back in Galbank, see if we can get those maps.
Well done. Well done indeed, baby.
Oh, you're welcome. Wait a minute, I don't feel like. The hell is that thing?
Guess I'm not used to having the tube out. But it's nothing that would keep me from getting back out there.
I don't think this is what it was intended.
Really the heart of
You got some business with me? Oh, well, if the marshal sent you, just so you know what you're getting into, I'll explain who we are and what
Please
we
do.
Well, the Freestar Rangers ensure the safety and security of the Freestar Collective and its people. We might hunt down a fugitive, break up a smuggling operation, investigate a starship theft, or put some would-be bank robbers behind bars. Whatever needs doing to keep the people safe, we do.
That sure is nice.
Like most things that are worth doing, it ain't always easy. But do I think we make the Freestar Collective a little safer for everyone? Yeah, I do. I imagine you've got some questions. I'll answer anything I can. Okay then. A word about myself. I'm in charge of making sure anyone that wants to be a Freestar Ranger is up to the task. That being said, the Marshal wouldn't send you here if he didn't think you had potential. So, what's it gonna be? Are you ready to sign up with the Freestar Rangers?
Sure.
Might be a good fit for you. The Rangers can do a lot of good.
Before I hand you a badge, I need to know you can handle the job. You
Even though I
helped out
just
with the
handled
hostage
the
situation,
bank robbers?
but sometimes people just get lucky.
Okay.
Tell you what, use the mission terminal and take one of the listed jobs. Your choice. Come back alive, and we'll talk about you joining up.
Deal.
Then I suggest you get going.
Okay. I will.
You should try Filburn's beer.
How about I just take all of them?
It's brewed in the city, and it ain't bad.
All right.
Well, hey there.
Let's go get these things. Kind of lost our way here a little bit. Let's go do this, please.
That's the Rock, Ranger Central. Not a bad part, too.
Let me in here, please. That auto persuasion ended up being pretty huge, so.
I suppose I'll have to write a report about all of this. I'm thinking I ought to hide. I've had quite enough. I suppose I'll have to write a report about all of this.
Am I allowed to just like walk through here?
All right. Your family has a few different deposit boxes secured in here, so let's look around. Here's a copy of the key. Okay, now remember, Solomon was from an earlier generation, so it's not going to be on a slate. Big bundles of paper is what we're after. All right, let's see. Oh, no. Jacob. Of course, that old mule saw this coming.
I should have read the note.
There we do. I was hoping to avoid the estate when we landed. Cora's gonna be so mad. We really gotta do this. You're not wrong.
I'm not.
I know, it's personal. All right, fine. He's my dad, okay? We're not exactly on friendly terms. He probably figured I'd come for the maps at some point. Got ahead of me. Family business just wasn't something I wanted to get into, you know? God, that's the worst part. They're thick as thieves. Last thing I need is Jacob in her life. Let's leave it at that. Yeah, well, sorry I'm such a pain about it. No forgiveness between me and my old man. It's, co-tradition. All right, shall we?
I guess. The fact that I can just walk down here, though, you know? Right into the safe.
We'll take it from here. So damn tired. Just want to get out of here. Yes.
What? Nice job.
Oh, thanks. It's kind of weird that they're all still in there, though.
I'm just saying, my family was on the first ship.
Even the Rangers have been around.
Why did I get credits? Hey, you.
Well, well. Sam Cole finally decides to darken our doorstep again.
You know why I'm here.
Oh? And what's that? You come to your senses? Realize where you ought to be for once?
I ain't asking again.
You ain't asked once. Let's hear it. I want you to say the words about what's more important to you than family.
Okay, this was a mistake.
The only mistake I'm seeing here is you. Bringing your Constellation lackey here instead of my granddaughter. Come to help Sam loot his ancestry? You're not getting those maps. Full stop. Nothing's more important than family. Nothing. If Sam had stuck around, he'd know that. You wouldn't be here.
All right, that's enough. Come on, let's you and I talk. In private.
Welcome home, Sam. Make your visit short, okay? It's what you do.
That wasn't successful at all.
Give me a sec. All right, let's talk options. You're flying in the face of my 30-plus years experience with the man, but all right. I hope you like arguing.
I do.
What is it this time, Constellation? Well, that's not your decision, is it? It's co-property by birthright. It stays here. You really believe that, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
You think I'm not trying to help him? Can't believe I'm saying this. But if it'll get you out of my hair, then fine. You can have the maps.
Seems a little
They're in the other room here.
too easy.
Key.
Let's see, what else can I steal in here real quick? Got any cool shit in here?
All right, let's see if we can find the empty nest. All right, let me think. The way I heard it, the readings he was getting were normal at first, then they bottomed out. And no creature, alien or otherwise, would dare step inside. There. Found it. Oh, boy. That's a problem. Well, you ain't wrong. But let's take a look at what we're up against. First, it's in the middle of the frontier, which we already expected. No problems there, but the usual tussling with alien wildlife. But the empty nest is a
Can
cave
handle
right
that.
in the middle of Shaw Gang territory. Same outlaws who held up Galbank. Well, just remember, it's about the artifact, not them. Hurting bad guys puts a smile on your face, that's a bonus.
It is.
Let's get to that cave.
Did somebody try to steal this? I didn't try to steal that. Why is it by the door? I'm not sure if this is going to bring me where I want to go. Nope. It did not. But now I can land here. Scanned. Doing some quick scanning here. Gosh, there's a lot of stuff right here. I'm not mad about that. Oh. Easy now. Easy now. Let's see here. I do like this thing. These guys are... These guys are pretty high level, actually. Good damage here. Oh, critical right in the dome. Ouch. This little scope on here is so good. How did that guy get up there?
Cute. Real cute.
Mix it up here. Oh, get out of the way! I shot him literally right in the back.
I'm making this look easy.
I don't feel like you're helping very much, to be honest.
All you.
Okay. The hell's a tombstone? Inside, maybe? Outside? I'm not sure. Old Earth shotgun. I think it actually has pretty solid damage. What I've seen. How did that not hurt that guy? Shotty time. Or we'll grab some stuff first, I guess.
This is my favorite part.
You're gonna get over encumbered here very fast, I feel like. Good night.
You stand to drop a few pounds. Don't mean a diet. Never mess with the code.
Whoa. Power jump you got there, bud. There's bad guys out. Oh. Expert level. I don't think this can fit anywhere else. Let's go with that for now. We got a 2-slotter. Yep. Then boom. Boom. Yeah, this is gonna be worth a bit. There's 5 of these? Oh my gosh. That is a lot of money. Holy moly. That's pretty dope. My time? His time? Whose time? I'm busy. Oh, I probably didn't need to lockpick this. I could have just maybe grabbed the key, but what fun would that be, you know? We gotta do a quick item search, you know? Want to leave anything valuable behind. go up this way? What's up this way? Ow. That just bring me back to where it was. I guess maybe this is the way to like sneak around, I suppose. There's somebody back here.
You like caves?
Not really.
Caves. Honestly,
You like
I might
cave?
love caves. Is that weird?
Yeah, that is really weird. So huge thing. Here, you can charge this up.
Not my day.
Ow. Well, you kind of bumped me into that, bro. We're on like a wild goose chase here. Nope. I think we'll pass on the dying part. We are over encumbered though, so there's that problem. It does burn the battery faster, but you see how much concentrated damage it does and how quickly, it's absolutely how quickly we were able to mow through resource collection is so nice. If you're playing, at least I'm playing on PC, I'm holding right mouse button down to charge it up, then firing as normal. We get our battery filled up here. Stop walking in the way then, guy. God dang. Hello? Grab the artifact.
Let's get going.
Okay. Yeah. Let's go. Can I go up here? What's up here? That didn't do literally anything for me. I'm kind of surprised we didn't get more of a fight here. Be enough to get us out of here, hopefully.
Smugglers have been known to defend their turf hard, so let's not get too careless.
I think that's far enough. Hate to put a hole in the head of Akila's own prodigal son. Least not before we've had a word.
You must be Shaw.
What I am is disappointed. Samco in the flesh, and he's peddling around the frontier with the has-beens of Constellation. Now you got past my crew, who I pay quite handsomely, I might add. Grabbed something from that weird cave. Probably whatever's been keeping the Ashta away. So, I'm down one hideout. Now, let's talk about what all that's worth to me. Your lives, your credits. One or the other, really. Oh, really? Let's hear it.
Let's give it a try.
Try me if you're so tough. Tough talk. But you've backed it up so far.
I have.
Don't bullshit me, Constellation. Sick of trading words with you. Kill them!
Fall back! Damn it! Just shoot everything!
I am surprised we died so quickly.
Smugglers don't take too kindly with folk poking around their turf.
I can try the persuasion tact again.
You must be Shaw.
What I am. Now you got past. Grab something from.
Let's see if we can get it again.
Oh, really? You got past a few rookies. I prefer my enemy. You know what? You're sick of trading work. Damn it! Shoot everything!
Pretty dang high level, honestly. She's the biggest concern, clearly. Dude, what?
Looting the dead ain't glamorous, but it's sure profitable.
I don't disagree. Dude, these things are kind of wickedly strong too. I didn't see the inside of this place. Where do we have these 50% scan? It's not bad. God dang it. Where did that guy die? I am indeed on fire. Oh, wait, I walked in here, but I didn't loot it. We were busy. We was busy. Moonshine jug.
Smugglers about. Sometimes they're friendly, or close to it.
Older, lighter. Any of the old Earth stuff seems to be really valuable. Just kind of funny. Alright, let's see. Did we miss anything here? The old Earth lighter. Is this up here? I think.
Please drop some of that. I'm hurting just watching you.
Everybody gets so upset at me for being over encumbered. It's so funny. Let's loot some of these guards and some of the folks that we ended up taking out here. I'm surprised we died, but they had a lot of guns. They were also pretty high level too. Yeah, it's probably all of them, or it's close enough. Okay, I think we're gonna head back. We are over encumbered. We definitely need to get back to the lodge to sell some things and take care of some business there. So I think we'll do that, and maybe we wrap this one up. Again, thanks for being here. We're gonna continue on with our main journey. No promises that we don't jump into some additional side journey, but I think sharing some of that Crimson Fleet journey as well would be pretty interesting, pretty fun. It's been a kind of a unique quest line, which is pretty cool. And as you can see, there's plenty of factions, plenty of other stuff to do. So we go get and be ourselves a ranger as well here. But we'll close this one out. Quick socials, like, comment, subscribe. Thanks for all the support. We'll continue this on. And again, hopefully you're enjoying these. If you're playing Starfield yourself, hopefully you're having yourself a good journey in the stars and finding some cool stuff as well. But we'll close it out. Doc, guys. Thanks for watching. Catch you next week.